I respect Kelsey's. I respect both of them because I love their podcast.
I respect the other Kelsey,
but
Jason Kelsey.
The whole Taylor Swift stuff, I was like, this is ridiculous, dude. Are they really going to last?
It's a reach, bro. No, they're not going to last.
Especially after she's been, like, ran through by, like, hell. So
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the D.O.G podcast. It's been a whopping 2 weeks since our last video. I won't explain what happened last week, but that guy right there forgot to bring his microphone, so we're kind of screwed.
Damn, dude, you're gonna let Drew curb you like that, dude?
Just a reverse
like
card right here.
reverse.
All right, dude. So we're week 3 into the season. We went ahead and just skipped week 2. Week 2 didn't happen in the NFL. If we're not talking about it, it didn't happen.
It didn't happen.
But week 3,
I would love to go back and talk about Cowboys week 2. Not Cowboys week 3.
Relax, dude. Relax. But yeah, guys, I got some predictions I want to throw at you guys. I'm just throwing shit at the wall here.
That sounds like a typical conversation with you.
Yeah. Right. You know, I usually do that when it comes to like aliens and everything. Who knows?
Just this is every day with German. It's just random shit comes out of his mouth, and you kind of got to think like, what?
Yeah. But yeah, we'll get into it, and you guys tell me whether or not you guys think there's some meaning
truth behind it.
There's some truth behind it, or as the kids say, it's cap. Tell me if it's cap.
All right.
Go ahead. I'm still getting used to that shit, dude. I don't.
You're old as fuck. That's why.
Yeah, that's why. Okay. After starting off 0-2, the Bengals finally got their win last week, Monday night against the Rams.
Yep.
I think they're going to play in the AFC Championship game this year.
Cap.
Whoa. Truth or cap?
Cap? I picked them to go to the Super Bowl on our first episode.
And you're bailing them already?
I've already bailed on them.
Why?
That offense,
Jamar Chase finally came through.
That offense, dude, it looked pretty shit in my opinion.
Joe Mixon putting together some good runs.
No.
As long as the defense can play the way, especially how they were pressuring Stafford, you guys don't think they can make a little bit of a run?
The defense is the highlight of that team. You know what? They made some decent throws. They made some decent plays, but I didn't find that offense too impressive. Like it's not the Bengals we've seen over the last couple of years.
Oh, come on.
I still think Joe's hurt.
They've started off slow 2 years in a row now.
I still think Joe Burrow's hurt a little bit.
Yeah, I've never seen him literally on one leg, and it's just like he's battling to be out there,
trying to get through it.
And it's like, how long is he?
He almost didn't play that.
Yeah,
on
I saw him
miss
Tyler Boyd like on a pretty straightforward route, like no pressure, and he missed him by like 20 yards.
Yeah,
like an overthrow way offline, and I just saw him jogging off the field. I was like, oh no, it just doesn't seem right.
There's a little bit of ounce of truth behind there. I'm just saying. Like, I'm not saying I fully believe it. Like I said, I just came up with all kinds of crap to see what would stick. But man, you never know, right?
Yeah, I'm still.
What if they get into the playoffs and they start making a little bit of a run?
The hardest part for them is the division. Like, everybody's good. You got Lamar. They're
the Browns.
The Steelers are good.
Things around.
Yeah, they're 2-1. That defense literally won them a game. And then Cleveland has the top defense in the league right now.
Right.
So it's like. You're gonna have your work cut out for you.
That's a big
and they already lost to Cleveland, so
right.
They're already 0-1 in the division.
All right, let's get to the next one. I think Drew will like this one, given that Dak Prescott threw an interception in the red zone to finish the game.
He did.
Trey Lance will make an appearance in at least one game this year.
Meaningful or like in a blowout?
Just he will make an appearance this year
at some point.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah.
It's 100% cap. Someone has to be hurt.
So what if Dak goes down and then you have Cooper Rush, who's definitely the undisputed number 2?
Yeah. The only way is Dak and Cooper Rush have to be hurt for him to get into a game.
What if like OC says? What if they have like a package for him in the red zone? You never know. What if they're putting stuff together for him right now in the red zone?
Okay, but
because Dak is throwing the picks.
Okay.
Remember how?
Okay, but understand that means that Cooper Rush won't be the number 2.
No. Okay.
You can't play third string quarterback. The third string quarterback can only play if 1 and 2 are hurt.
So
that's what I'm saying.
They would have to make him the number 2
both
guy.
of them would have to be hurt.
Both of them would have to be hurt.
or at least one of them.
Or
With the way the whole line played Sunday.
okay, 3 starters are out, so we're not going to talk about that.
But hey, hold on.
That's
all I heard about why the Cowboys lost on Sunday. So
well, it's true.
Okay, well,
when you've got
Diggs
Tyron,
out.
when you Diggs,
Uh-huh.
Tyron Smith, Zach Martin, Tyler Biotish, all those 3 guys, those are all 3 Pro Bowlers right there.
So
4
you're
Pro
telling
Bowlers.
me the best team in the league loses 4 guys, and they lose to against arguably one of the worst teams in the league?
I think that's the biggest contribution. I think the Cardinals had a really good scheme. Remember we talked a couple weeks ago on what Fresno State needs to do to prevent the rush, right? A lot of screens, a lot of bootlegs. Cardinals did that. The Cowboys just came blitzing down their throat like they've been doing
And it worked.
all season, and it worked.
But that's what I'm saying.
They ran on they had over like almost 200 rushing
Did
yards
we
or something
crown
crazy.
the Cowboys defense just a little too soon?
No.
this guy did.
I
No.
think so.
He did.
I think so. It was
No.
a little premature. It's 2 games against
I think
against
it's
a guy who can't even be a starter right now with Zach Wilson. Like they're legit still finding his replacement.
Oh, you're talking about the Jets.
Yeah.
I was waiting until they finally played
you
a
threw my train of
decent
thought off.
quarterback. You know, I wasn't expecting Josh Jobs to.
To-
Yeah, but he didn't do much, you know,
he didn't
but-
do much.
but he was effective.
He dinked and ducked it, and
He
underneath.
took whatever the defense.
It was
gave him,
it was a scheme. They were outcoached.
So then you blame Dan Quinn.
who was supposed to take you guys to the promised land this year. That's the whole reason he came back.
I mean, he did. He got outcoached.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay, and then
Wow.
mismanagement on the offensive side by McCarthy.
By
calling
McCarthy.
5
Yeah,
runs in a row.
Right.
Yeah.
5 minutes left in the game, and you calling what? 5 runs in
Yeah.
a row?
I feel like
it's mismanagement.
I feel like it's easier to throw McCarthy under the bus than Dan Quinn.
But you know, Dan Quinn has always been. Yeah, Dan Quinn plays chess when everyone else plays checkers. Like he was doing that in Seattle. He was doing that in Atlanta. He's doing it in Dallas. So I expect more out of Dan Quinn.
But eventually, some of these things that he schemes up comes up to bite him in the butt.
So is it
Yeah.
live by the blitz, die by the blitz?
Pretty
with him?
much.
That's kind of what it is
Pretty
right
much.
now. But only because typically it's the Cowboys clamp you on defense right away, and then the Cowboys get ahead, and so teams are playing catch up now. So you got to throw the ball. You got to get rid of the run game.
You bring a great segue. So
What?
the stat on Dak when he throws over 40 pass attempts, 7 and 16.
Oh.
Not good.
Yeah.
So he needs a running game.
He needs the lead.
a running game.
Okay.
He
Well, I
needs
was
the
talking.
lead.
I was talking about Dallas defense.
No, but I'm talking about how you're saying
Vice versa.
Yeah, how
Right,
they need to
right.
play with the lead, right? Or
Mhm.
they need to establish the run game
First,
And
yeah.
that stat
Yeah.
jumped out at me. I was like, whoa. So he can't
But
carry the team.
Yeah, but I think if you look at a lot of teams, granted, I mean we're talking all quarterbacks. When you have to throw the ball 40 times, it's not good, right?
Unless you're Joe Burrow on Monday night. This dude threw it like
He-
49 times.
I think it was close to 50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Rams secondary. Who's in the Rams secondary?
Oh, yeah. Jalen
No,
Hurts is gone.
that's a good point. But I mean, who's in the Cardinals secondary other than
No
Buddha?
one.
Yeah,
No one.
Yeah.
Well,
It's bad.
you talk about
But they schemed everything really well. Every direction the Cowboys seemed to go, there was someone
But when
there.
it-
There's an obstacle in their way.
you talk about
Defense and offense.
Dan Quinn being out coached, but wouldn't you think like since they're a blitzing team, right? So you're relying on lockdown corners to basically have them locked up. You
Mhm.
just lost your best corner for the year,
Right.
So why would you try to rely on the corners when your best
And
guy's
and
out?
you're 100% right. I mean,
It's the next man up.
Deron
mentality.
Bland played wide a lot, and he's not a wide guy.
He's an inside guy.
He's an inside guy. And so there was a lot of play. I mean, there was one where it's just, dude, you don't know the position. It was like 3rd and 4, and he had like a 7-yard cushion. That doesn't make any sense. And it was a quick little out route. It's a first down. It's someone like that. He just doesn't have the experience in that situation. And I can't get super upset about that because, one, I mean, he's got 4 days of reps in that position. So
My thing
everything
is,
that could have gone wrong for Dallas went wrong. They got out coached. They got out schemed. They came into it still a little flat on offense. They ran the ball somewhat well.
the thing is with that when you try to rely on that blitz, because I mean they blitz to try to get numbers in favor of Micah Parsons, right? And they try to get this guy in the backfield. They try to leave at least a one-on-one, right? So they blitz more than what you can block. but it does leave you open in the back end. And we've seen what this defense can do to a guy like Daniel Jones, to a guy like Zach Wilson. But once he gets down into the stretch, and we saw what other quarterbacks are able to do to them, what happens when they go play like a Matthew Stafford, a guy who can
But I don't
read
think
things.
I don't think like they beat up on the Cowboys secondary. They beat them up on running the ball. Let me double check.
So yeah, same thing. Like, so when you're blitzing, you blitz gaps, and you blitz wrong, it opens up gaps, right? And it opens up for the run.
And I'm willing to bet that Dobbs probably had like close to 50 yards. And it'd be a tough stat to look up. Yeah, he had 55 yards. Cowboys give up so many rushing yards to quarterbacks.
It was pretty bad. Yeah.
Daniel Jones, Jalen Hurts. Like, you see some of these teams that run all over the Cowboys, the quarterback scrambles for so many yards.
How aggressive they are.
Because how aggressive they are on the D
How
line.
far up they go upfield.
Yeah, and then they just create running lanes
Opens
underneath.
up those lanes. Yeah.
Yeah, James Conner 98 yards, Dobbs 55,
Nice.
Moore 54.
Nice. So that's the secret. Run the ball against the Cowboys. We'll see what happens.
Next one.
Let's get to the next one with the Bears.
They had 178
Jesus Christ,
passing
this
yards.
fucking guy.
Huh?
178 passing yards to 222 rushing yards.
Are you over it now? You over
Yeah,
it?
well,
your
I told you I was
system?
going to look for the stat. Well, give me a second to look for the
Jesus Christ,
stats.
This fucking guy. Anyways, with the Bears starting off 0-3,
The Bears.
they're going to have the first overall pick again next year.
No.
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 You don't think so?
There's got to be.
OC?
I don't think the Bears are the worst team in the NFL.
OC?
Cap. They'll figure out. They're too.
You think they'll figure it out?
They'll figure out a way to not have the first pick. They'll win a couple games they're not supposed to.
I think Denver might be a worse team than the Bears.
Denver does look pretty bad.
Yeah.
Denver does look pretty bad, defensively, at least.
I don't know. I mean,
About the Panthers.
that's the next team I was thinking about.
It's another one. They're pretty bad.
I feel like there could be. I mean, the
'cause-
Falcons could end up being bad too.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You know the best part about this weekend? The 4 winless teams are all playing.
They're
each
playing
other.
against each other, yeah. So
Really?
we're,
Vikings at
Yeah.
Panthers, and then Broncos at Bears.
we're going to
that's
find out
right.
who the best Pan Dulces are in the Pan Dulce League.
I say start all your Bears players. You got a Bears player, start them.
Oh, man, but that's tough. Especially watching Justin Fields just can't throw the ball, dude.
Got
I mean,
him on
he-
my starting lineup.
I think maybe there was kind of an illusion last year because of how much they ran him. But now they're making him do things that he doesn't look comfortable with doing. And it's not paying off at all. I mean, I think Justin Fields is
Does
good
he have a new
quarterback.
OC?
No, it's still
So
the
it's
same
the
one
same
from
guy?
last year. Yeah. It's still the same staff. That's what everybody forgets, that they had the first overall pick this draft and traded it away to the Panthers.
Yeah, because they took Bryce Young, right?
Right. And so we kind of just overlooked that. Yeah, they were the worst team in the NFL last year. And we're kind of just already putting them on a pedestal.
That's right, because Houston blew it, right?
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
Just lose one more
Because
game and then they end up winning.
They won the game on a 2-point conversion.
And
at
that's
the
what I'm
end.
talking about. Is that these teams will find a way to blow it for
To
themselves.
just go
No, I think the Bears
haywire.
can still find some way to get like 7 wins.
Well, they're in that division.
7 wins.
7 wins.
They're in the same division as
There's
another
14,
winless team.
14 games left.
They're in the
they can
same
get 7
division
wins.
as the winless Vikings, so somebody has to win.
Yeah,
The Vikings are significantly better
But
than
the way
Bears,
the
though.
Vikings are losing games is a lot different from the way the
TJ
Bears are losing
Hawkinson, bro.
games.
Drop that ball.
He got stripped too for a fumble.
Speaking of the Vikings,
All right.
the
So were we
next-
done with that?
Yeah, so
Was
we're
that
done
all?
with that when you guys went all cap. So
what were your what? So
I mean, I'm up in the air on that one too.
Okay.
Like I don't know.
I'm sticking with Cap.
You stick
I,
with
I,
Cap?
I think Justin Fields is in a rut right now. I think Fields is a pretty damn good football player.
Yeah, he's a good football player. I just think they don't know how to use him there.
Mhm.
And I think if they do end up, I think that coaching staff is just terrible. I think they're just bad coaches.
We need to see more RPOs with Justin Fields.
Stuff like
That's
that.
scary,
dude.
bro.
Get him in space. Let him run the ball.
And
let him.
nothing's still been come to light about their defensive coordinator, huh?
Supposedly it had something to do about stealing supplies from Soldier Field.
What?
No, that was some.
Or was
I
that
seen that.
But is that something else?
No, that was somebody that broke in separately.
I've heard some reports saying that
Oh yeah, I saw a little article. I
that
didn't
they're
read it.
investigating theft, that it was.
I don't know. It's weird how they haven't said anything or nothing has come out.
It's just the internet, when stuff like that happens, the
It
internet
just-
just takes it and goes
The
off.
sleuths will find out somewhere.
Yeah, dude. And it's just, it really sucks. I mean, if it's true, like I said last week, if there's smoke, there's fire.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it does not look good.
You talking about the Bears offense or?
Yeah, both.
All right, next one.
Okay, so let's go to the next one. Yeah, so speaking about Minnesota, I think Kirk Cousins is done after this year. And the
In
Vikings.
Minnesota?
With Minnesota.
Mhm.
I think he'll be on a different team next year. And the Vikings are going to go full rebuild.
Oh, hell no. You don't go full rebuild with Justin Jefferson on your team.
Mhm. Let's see.
What's the actual question? If Cousins, or if they're rebuilding?
Yeah, like, okay, yeah. If Cousins leaves, they'll go full
They already
full
kind of
rebuild.
did that by trading away or letting go like two
Of,
All Pros, Cook and
Of,
Kendricks.
Yeah.
Cook's
right.
Kendricks, and there's one more they let go. Who? Oh, Thielen. Thielen was gone.
Yeah, but I
He
mean,
wasn't
but
a-
it
he wasn't
wasn't
an
like an
all-pro,
all-pro
But they're
when he
making
left.
cap space with that.
Yeah, but it's still it's like
I feel like that's not rebuild. That's
But
that's
that's
a
like-
purchaser move.
those are three core leaders. You
What,
know?
what do you purchase? A quarterback, right?
Yeah, but that doesn't necessarily mean rebuild.
But I mean, who is available next year? That's worth spending money for.
I don't know who's free agent next year.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's not a whole lot available next
I don't
year.
know, man. They made a big move last year to get TJ, and it paid off for them, right? I mean, TJ's really rising as a tight end. Justin
Oh, he's an
Jefferson's
awesome
top
tight end.
3 receiver in the NFL,
Yeah,
like hands
say
down.
it.
So
Maybe
why are
number
you gonna
one.
waste their precious years by trying to rebuild?
Yeah, that's the problem that Adams is in right now. he doesn't. Want,
Yeah.
he doesn't want to sit around.
But
And
he's
like
he's
10
on
years
he's on
in.
the backside of his career.
Yeah.
Right.
Jefferson's on the rise.
So then he has
Mhm.
time to sit around for a rebuild.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. If
He's
you,
only in year 3. Adams is in year 10.
Understandable, but I mean, we've talked about this before. I mean, what's the average lifespan of a football player?
plus then you're gonna have to pay Justin Jefferson too. That's like
Yeah,
that's
well,
coming down. That's coming down the road. So you can't just kick the can
don't
down the
know.
road and then
I think that
expect
they rebuild
if Cousins leaves. I think
Well, I
they
mean,
have to go.
I don't think you bring him back. Well, I mean,
What's the point of bringing him back? He hasn't won a playoff
unless he
game, or
reels
he's
off
won
like
one
10
playoff
straight
game.
wins and wins the division. I don't think you bring him back.
I mean, that defense is also horrendous too. That's
It's bad.
I mean, he's almost kind of like the scapegoat, kind of like Carr was.
I mean,
for
when
the
you're
Raiders.
losing to a team that goes for it on 4th and 1 from their own 25,
Right.
and literally gives you a game to win, and you still can't figure it out, like
How does Staley still have a job, dude?
When does
How?
Stafford's contract end, and when does Wilson's contract end?
Those are good questions. I don't know.
mm,
I wouldn't know.
Those are quarterbacks I would see Minnesota going after.
Wilson,
Yeah.
Zach Wilson.
No, not Zach Wilson. Russell Wilson.
Oh, Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
That's not that much better than Zach Wilson right now. I mean, what? I mean, and then Stafford. Stafford's also
I
aging
see
out.
why. Kevin O'Connell was the OC for the Rams when Stafford and
When
They
they
won
won
a-
the
I-
Super Bowl.
when you got Justin Jefferson, I'm just looking for guys that can sling the ball.
and he used to throw Megatron, right?
Yeah.
He threw to Cooper Kupp. He could throw to JJ now.
Right. But I mean, it's also an aging Matthew Stafford who's
That,
Deal.
but
And
but the
aging
but the
Max-
quarterback is this is the one position where you can age. I mean, look at fucking Tom Brady's like 80 years old winning Super Bowls.
that's Tom Brady though, dude.
Okay, but Aaron Rodgers is 40 years old.
Yeah, and he tore his Achilles.
Okay, but Stafford's not 40. Well, he's probably what, like 34?
No, he's like 36.
I mean, okay, so he's 2 years older than what I thought.
I mean, it's coming down to the twilight years of his career, man. I don't think he's got a whole lot left, especially to go to a brand new team and then just turn it on. I don't think we're gonna see.
He did that.
Again.
He did that with the Rams. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but he was
He
younger.
went to, dude. That was 2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years makes a big difference.
He's 35.
All right, what's
Yeah.
the next one?
All right, let's get into the next one. Speaking of the Raiders, how you guys brought up Devontae, Josh McDaniels gets fired before the trade deadline this year.
Ooh.
Cap.
They're going to roll with him.
Damn. I don't think they have money to fire him.
That's a good
You think-
point.
yeah.
That's we talked about this last year, right?
Yeah.
That they couldn't afford to fire
Because
him
of the contract.
Yeah, they didn't
because
have
they'd
money.
still have to pay him, and
Because
then
they're
they
still
could.
paying Gruden's contract and all his coaches,
That's crazy.
so it's. I think that's.
So you
cap.
think it's
I
To reach-
think they would love to fire him, but
They
I think
want
OC's right. I
I
don't
think
think
they
they can
want to.
afford it. You know when they would be able to afford it is after they trade Devontae.
if they were to trade him away.
They have to trade Devontae away.
It's a massive contract.
It's a big contract.
Yeah.
You guys see the
Raiders
names?
need to go rebuild.
Did you see the what?
The names or the teams that got popped up.
I just went until I can see Dallas.
Yeah, well, Dallas is.
What
on there.
were the names?
Kansas City, San Francisco has
Uh-huh.
like 1 or 2, and then Kansas City,
San Francisco
Cincinnati.
surprises me.
Baltimore, Dallas. You know, all teams that have.
Do the Niners need him?
No.
No, but I mean, to
It'd
make a
be nice.
push,
Oh,
And it-
but I mean, if you're the
gonna
the
put-
Raiders,
it'll put you
right?
over the
You're
hump.
taking someone.
If anyone needs him, it's probably Kansas City because they don't have.
Oh,
a
for sure.
stud receiver. You know,
Hmm.
Kansas City needs a guy. But I feel like they'll go.
they wouldn't trade him within the division though.
No, that's what I was like. Though I think it's more likely that they'll land Mike Evans before they land Devontae.
Jerry Jones, please do something worthwhile for me, please. God.
This guy still panicking. You're in still panic mode.
No, I would just love to have
Okay,
Devontae,
so-
another
okay.
Fresno State guy.
Okay, so we're just gonna go cap on that one.
Yeah.
They ride
Yeah.
with him to the end of the year, and just see what
I think
happens.
they ride till the end of his contract.
Really?
When's
that
his
long?
contract?
It was a long contract.
They might let him oversee a rebuild.
There's gotta be some exit strategy that they can take because he is not a head coach.
They
right?
could.
It's pretty evident.
I think they got to dump off their biggest contracts, and then after they do that, then they can fire.
That's
him.
when they go ahead and just
Mhm.
pay the big bucks.
Does anybody know what's going on with Chandler Jones?
That's another one, dude. And that's like, wasn't he like moved facilities like this weekend?
This dude was in a what?
Like in a mental
yeah,
institution.
He was in a
Like
he was in
I think they like legit have him in like suicide watch.
But I just don't get like he puts out that letter right,
Mhm.
Right.
like writing from wherever he's at.
Yeah.
And it's like, who are we supposed to believe?
The Raiders.
I'm starting
Raiders.
to like lean towards the team, but I'm like, what if the team's setting him up? But like,
Mhm.
it's like,
What-
I don't know. What if he's just like lost his mind? You know,
When
like,
it first happened, when all this stuff first went down, I thought they were setting him up. I thought they were legit.
Football
okay,
players do lose their mind.
They want. I felt like they were like looking for a way to get out of that contract because then he's been a complete disappointment since they signed him, right? Like
yeah,
he hasn't
really lived up to
produced.
anything.
Yeah, so I think they're finding a way maybe to use him as a little bit of a scapegoat, maybe putting it on him. But then you watch everything else that comes out after it, and it's just like, oh shit, I don't know what's going on. They have him in like an institution. They have him like as if like where they send like mental health professionals to his house when it first started.
Something's off.
I could see him being mentally fucked up. I mean, look at Antonio Brown. Like it happens. I mean, we've got football players retiring after a couple of years because they can't
of the head
fucking think
injuries?
straight, bro.
Well, I mean, he's also a Jones. Like look at the bloodline that he's coming from. His brother's also
Fighters.
a psychopath, right? Even John Jones says that Chandler's just way stronger than him. Like he said that they'll play fight or wrestle, and then that Chandler Jones was able just to lift him by his hands.
Yeah.
That he was like, if these guys were in the UFC or MMA, some of these guys in the NFL, they're massive athletes, and I think they would fuck people up.
Well, these linemen, dude, they're fucking massive. D line, O line,
Right.
Those are some big boys.
And then incredibly strong. To move around like that and to be as big and strong as they are, they have to be the best athletes in the world.
Well, offensive linemen, I would love to see it like a sumo wrestler go head to head with the offensive lineman because I think sumo wrestlers like are insanely strong and
Yeah.
insanely athletic.
Yeah, but then you get some of these D linemen who are extremely strong, but also extremely fast.
Yeah, I mean there are some of the most gracious looking 350 pounders move you've
dude.
ever seen.
Like, could you imagine a sumo guy trying to block Boza
I think
or
I think he
TJ Watt?
could.
I don't think so. How fast
Dude,
they move?
Dude, I would love to see a
Von
sumo.
Miller?
I'd love to see a sumo wrestler
Miles
do it.
Garrett? Fuck no.
Dude, sumo wrestlers going up against same size guys their size, they're just as strong.
But to block somebody that's coming off the edge and trying to get around you,
I mean,
like a pass protect.
Okay,
That's what I mean.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
obviously they're gonna go right around them.
Right. That's what I mean.
The sumo wrestlers are width of this table. We're just gonna go here. That
Yeah. Anyways. All right, let's get into the next one.
okay. Next one.
I feel like Derek Carr finally wins his first playoff game this year with the Saints. Truth or cap?
I think it's truth.
Think so?
Yeah.
I could see it. Yeah.
Yeah, you think
It's funny you bring this up though. The week that he might not
Yeah,
play.
I think
that he
he's
might
out.
not play? He got a concussion, but to be fair, I think the Saints would have been 3-0 had he stayed in that game.
I think their offense is turning a little slow right now, but with
And then
Kamara
with
coming
Kamara coming back,
he's got some really good wide receiver weapons, and it's a shitty division. So I do think they can make their way in as a division winner.
yeah, the
And
NFC
so
South is terrible.
I've liked Derek Carr for years, so I think that he can do it.
Yeah, I think so. OC, you
Yeah,
think he makes a run?
yeah, I think he can as long as he stays healthy. So
Think they
And
you think
he,
they win?
apparently
that
he
division?
avoided catastrophe with his AC joint, with his shoulder.
Really?
Yeah, they said that he was. It feels
That
like
he-
another
like he-
way he would have landed or would have got hit.
It would
like,
have snapped.
it would have been like he was done.
Oh,
for a
damn.
year.
He's talked about how he's having a lot more fun, isn't he,
yeah.
in New Orleans?
Well, it's a different culture there,
Yeah.
dude, and it's
I think he's got a combination of a lot of good things. He's got a good defense. He hasn't had a
Right.
good defense in a long time,
Right.
if ever. He's got a really solid running back, and he's got a lot of receiver weapons.
it's the program, dude. Because I mean, I know Sean Payne left a couple years ago, but I feel like that
He left to
that
get,
culture is
There's a
just
lot of
still
structure there.
It's still there.
There's a lot of structure.
And I feel
there.
like Dennis Allen, I know he was at the Raiders. He was the one that drafted Carr, but he learned from Sean Payne and is like, okay, this is the way that the job needs to get done. And I feel like everybody in that building learned something
Mhm.
from having Sean Payne there, even though he can't do shit in Denver right now, apparently. Which gets me to my next point.
They need a rebuild.
Yeah, oh, for sure. But yeah, since the Dolphins put up 70 this
Okay.
past week,
Damn.
Next one.
Tua wins MVP.
Was not
Ooh.
on my bingo card scoring
No.
70.
What do you think? Cap or truth? Tua wins the MVP.
Well,
He
shit.
stays
I'm-
healthy, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I honestly think he's got a really good shot because of how damn explosive that offense is.
Right?
I mean, they're doing it on every single level.
Right.
He's doing it in the air. They're doing it on the ground. Fucking Mostert, 4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
That's
Achan, the
insane.
rookie,
Achane,
another 4 touchdowns.
Another 4 touchdowns.
it's crazy.
Achan scored like 50 fantasy points
It's
this week.
crazy how good that offense
Plugged in
is.
another 45.
Yeah. That's insane.
So-
I think Tyreek had a 40 as well.
Tyreek had
Yeah.
40.
So if he can stay healthy and this offense doesn't take any big injuries, yeah, I think there's a legit shot that Tua could to win MVP.
Dolphins and Niners in the Super Bowl?
That's what I said at the beginning.
You did say that. It's
I'll
starting
I'll stick to that.
it's starting to look that way.
They're gonna hit
It
some
really
bumps.
is.
It's not all gonna.
No, well, because they still have to play the Bills twice. They still have to play
Which
the Patriots
one
another
of the
time.
times is this week, so
Yeah, and then this one's coming up. So
In Buffalo or in Miami?
in Buffalo.
Mm.
I think they'll still put up
Hey,
points. I
score
think
70 and you're an underdog this weekend.
right. That's just how the league
Yeah,
works,
that's
dude.
how it is. I just hope there's not a big hangover, but I don't know. Scoring that many points and now you gotta go.
I don't know. Is Waddle playing?
Yeah, he's gonna
But
clear
with
protocol.
with Denver, dude, you guys are professional athletes, right?
Well, some of the Dolphins players said that they felt like some of those guys had quit.
They
like,
had to have. They had to
halfway
have.
through
They
the
had
third
to.
quarter.
They had
You-
to have.
Like
you can't. I mean, this is the first time since 1956 a team has put up that many
Right.
points. You had to 100% have given up.
But yeah, those are all the predictions I got. I mean, you guys pretty much said they're all cap,
so.
except for the 201.
So then, are you on board with Tua now? Has he done enough for you to? be
No,
like-
yeah.
I would love to see
I
what
s-
Mac Jones could do in that program.
I said it after week 1. I said I'm crowning him. I think he's a dude.
As long as he stays healthy, because
I'm
as
not
long as he
saying
doesn't get
I'm not
concussed
saying
3 times
he's
in
the dude.
same
Like I don't
game.
think he's. I mean, he can do things physically that like Josh Allen or Patrick Mahomes
but
can.
he's very efficient.
But he's efficient, and he's gonna get the job done. I feel like he can be a starter in the league for a long time. As long as he stays healthy. All right. Anything else you guys want to add, or you guys want to just go ahead and finish it at there?
We picking games this week.
Yeah. Let's pick our games. Let's actually do it. Since we're filming on a Wednesday, we're actually able to
Pick the Thursday
night
night
game.
The Lions, another Thursday night game. 4 weeks in, they got 2 Thursday
They got
night
2
games.
Thursday night games. Well, I mean, if it was anything like that first one, sign me up, dude. But I'm gonna go with the Lions
I'll take the
over the
Lions,
Packers.
too.
Lions. Drew, you gonna try to
I'm
be
gonna be like
different?
OC. I'm gonna be different. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I
pick the
knew that you were gonna
Packers.
do that.
They're at Lambeau. I'm gonna go Packers.
Packers. Okay. Chiefs at the Jets Sunday night.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift's gonna be there.
Taylor Swift all the way.
Have you seen those
And
videos
the
of like
Swifters or whatever?
you see the girls recording their boyfriends or husbands saying like, "Hey, Taylor Swift put this guy Kelsey on the map. Like no one knew who this guy was." And all the dads, all the guys are like flipping out.
To be fair, Taylor Swift is more famous than Travis Kelce.
Yeah, she probably is.
Yeah, that's.
But not to us.
Because we know who Taylor Swift is.
Yeah.
Like we all did.
I told Angelique, I said, "Hey, brace yourself. In about 10 months, there's gonna be another fire album that comes out from Taylor Swift after their breakup."
I don't know, man. It's another celebrity couple, the NFL. I still like Gronk's better. When he was dating that P-star.
I was like, where are you going?
Like, what?
Yeah. That's why Gronk is always going to be better. He'll never be as good as Gronk. Let's go to the Monday night game, Seattle.
You didn't even let me pick the Jets.
Oh, you gonna?
No, I'm gonna. I would love. I would love to see.
I thought you saying Taylor Swift. That was you picking the Chiefs.
Oh yeah, I'm picking the Chiefs, but I would love to see the Jets win this game. I kind of want to see this heartbreak already with Taylor Swift.
Already? You
Already.
think he loses a game and
Oh yeah,
she bails?
that'd be great.
And then
It's good. It's good drama.
I just put out a single
Yeah.
with Kanye. Dude.
Oh Jesus.
But okay, so we're gonna go.
Yeah, I'm
Gonna run all over that defense.
I hate when West Coast teams go east, but I mean it's a night game, so it shouldn't really affect them. But yeah, Seattle.
I don't understand the scheduling. Why are you having a Sunday night game and a Monday night game on the same field?
After guys just got.
Yes, this is terrible. This is such a bad. They did that week one.
They did. That's what I was gonna say.
They
did it week one.
They flipped
night.
it. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
That's
when the Giants.
That's bad.
The Giants played Sunday night.
Yes, and the Jets played Monday, and now it's the opposite. I don't get that.
It's the market though. They want the New York market, but when both teams are bad, you're not really getting views.
Yeah. Well,
Although, when you got Taylor Swift on screen, you're probably gonna get a lot of views, which happened.
Yeah, well,
how
like
many
400%.
Well, how many
Kelsey sales jersey went up 400%.
How many he had 200K Instagram followers within the first 2 hours.
That Sunday night game is gonna blow up because everyone all the Swifties are just gonna tune in.
They're gonna be able to watch it.
Watch her in a box.
Oh, that's
oh my gosh, he's going watching her man at her game,
That's crazy.
supporting her. It's this fucking show, dude. It's hot, dude. Why does she even have to go to the game, dude? I respect Kelsey's. I respect both of them because I love their podcast.
I respect the other Kelsey,
but
Jason Kelsey.
The whole Taylor Swift stuff, I was like, this is ridiculous, dude. Are they really gonna last?
It's a reach, bro. No, they're not gonna last.
Especially after she's been ran through by hell. So we'll finish off on that one, dude.
Oh boy,
close it out, Drew.
I don't know how to close it out. My train of thought is gone. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching.